Nigeria Lawmaker representing the people of Aba North and South Federal Constituency under the political platform of All Progressives Grand Alliance, APGA, Alexander Mascot Ikwechegh on Tuesday stood up during the House of Representatives plenary session at the National Assembly to beg Nigerians to forgive him after belittling the office of the Inspector General of Police, IGP, and assaulting a boat driver, Abuwatseya, simply because the boat driver expected him to leave his sitting position to come to the boat car to receive the snails he ordered. Ikwechegh, in a video which was recorded by the boat driver, explained the cause of his provocation, saying as seen in the video that the boat driver expected him to leave his sitting position to come to his boat car to receive the food items he ordered from a food vendor. Some Nigerians took to the personal profile of the honorable member on X platform and found out that, on December 3, 2020, the lawmaker, Alexander Mascot Ikwechegh, may have posted on his now suspended Twitter account a photograph and a caption of him standing on the main road while he was abroad, waiting for Uber driver to pick him. His behavior abroad with e-hailing drivers, according to the X post, shows he has more respect for apps-controlled drivers in other countries and apparently less value and regard for the boat driver who was seen in the video, even entered his compound. During plenary session on Tuesday, while begging Nigerians for forgiveness, Ikwechegh still insisted that he was provoked, adding, "He acted out of provocation." Ikwechegh said he has realized that it was a mistake to have assaulted the driver. He said, and in quote, "Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, I just want to state once again that I am human even though things were said and those things, I regret. I apologize to all Nigerians regardless of the provocation. There should be no reason why I should react in that form. I want to use this opportunity to appeal to all Nigerians. Let us let what has happened remain in the past and let us forge forward." In a statement on Monday, the Office of the Inspector General of Police, IGP, as made available by the Nigeria Police Force Public Relations Officer, Olumiwa Adejobi, said, "The Nigeria Police Force is aware of the incident between a boat driver, Mr. Abuwatseya, and Honorable Alexander Ikwechegh, which took place on October 27, 2024, in Maitama, Abuja. The FCT command is actively handling the case following Mr. Abuwatseya's official report at the Maitama Divisional Headquarters. The police force also urges the public to refrain from using the name or office of the Inspector General of Police to intimidate others, as such actions undermine the values of impartiality that the IGP's office upholds." In the recorded video, the House of Representatives member, Alex Ikwechegh, was seen slapping the boat driver. The altercation reportedly began when the lawmaker ordered snails from a vendor, who arranged for Abuwatseya to deliver them. Upon arrival, according to the driver, he asked the man he met at the compound the whereabouts of the person who ordered the snail, but the man refused to speak. Unknown to him, the man was the same person he was looking for. He picked up phone and called the person who ordered the snails, and to his surprise, the man's phone rang. According to the boat driver, he has asked the honorable member to send someone to receive the snails from him at the gate, but there was no response, hence he decided to go into the compound to look for the owner of the snails so he could recover his money. Thereafter, the lawmaker could be seen in the video calling the boat driver unprintable names, insisting he would not pay the boat driver for the service he has rendered even after collecting the snails from the delivery man. The lawmaker in the video could also be seen apparently belittling the office of the Inspector General of Police. After the alleged assault, Ikwechegh said as held in the video that, "You can go ahead and call the Inspector General of Police." Reacting, the FCT Police Command in a statement on Monday said he has received a report at the Maitama Divisional Headquarters regarding an incident involving a boat driver, Mr. Abuwatseya, and Honorable Alexander Ikwechegh, who represents the Aba North and South Federal Constituency in Abia State. The incident occurred on October 27, 2024, at a residence on Zamfara Crescent, Maitama, Abuja. Preliminary investigations indicate that Mr. Abuwatseya was delivering a package to Honorable Ikwechegh when a dispute arose concerning the method of delivery. During this altercation, Mr. Abuwatseya was reportedly physically assaulted. The FCT Police Command expresses grave concern over Honorable Ikwechegh's dismissive attitude toward the Office of the Inspector General of Police following the incident. After allegedly slapping the victim, he reportedly remarked with contempt, "You can go ahead and call the Inspector General of Police," demonstrating a troubling disregard for the authority of law enforcement. Currently, the suspect is at the Maitama police station undergoing questioning. Commissioner of Police, FCT, CP Olatunji Desu, has mandated a thorough investigation into the matter. The command is committed to conducting an impartial investigation and ensuring justice in all cases. Upon completion of the investigation, appropriate legal action will be taken, SP Josephine Ade, Police Public Relations Officer, FCT Abuja stated. Nigeria House of Representatives in a statement on Monday is monitoring media reports concerning an alleged incident. These reports, which have garnered widespread media coverage and public attention, detail accusations of a physical confrontation with an e-hailing driver, citizen Stephen Abuwatseya, and the use of threatening language. The 10th Assembly, House of Representatives, takes these allegations very seriously. As elected officials, we hold ourselves to the highest standards of ethical conduct and accountability in our official engagements and privately. Any behavior that falls short of these standards is a matter of concern, and we are committed to addressing such issues with the utmost seriousness. We are aware that the matter is now before the Nigeria Police, and we urge the public to allow the due process of investigation to unfold. We welcome further engagement from the public on the subject, which can be shared via email at akintunde.rotimi@nas.gov.ng, akirotimi@gmail.com, even as we continue to monitor the situation. We remain dedicated to upholding the values of accountability, transparency, and ethical behavior that define the 10th Assembly, House of Representatives. Further updates will be provided as more information becomes available, Akin Rotimi, Jr., spokesperson, House of Representatives said.
Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, I just want to state once again that I am human. Even though there was things were said, and those things I regret. I apologize to all Nigerians. Regardless of the provocation, there should be no reason why I should react in that form. So I want to use this opportunity to appeal to all Nigerians. Let us let what has happened remain in the past, and let us forge forward.
So, this is the boat driver that was assaulted by that honorable member that claimed that he's a senator. The reason why I say that claimed that he's a senator, because I discovered this morning that that man is not a senator. So, this is the guy that I assaulted. Now, we have seen the video, we saw all what transpired, we saw the horrible things he said to you, we heard him call you monkey, rats, all the derogatory things he said to you. Now, the question is, what happened after that video? Please. Okay, so, after the video, he called some police officers. I don't know the division they were assigned to. Okay. And then they bundled me to the station. I wanted to drive the car. They said, no, I should not drive. Okay. So two sat beside me, and I was in their middle. Okay. And then they drove me down to the station. Okay. When they drove me down to the station, they said I should go inside. I had calls. They didn't allow me to take my calls. Okay. So they were not asking what happened. They didn't ask me. They were asking people that were not there, the police officers. And then the police officer quickly said, I went to Honorable's house and I was fighting the Honorable. I kept mute. Did you show them the video? I have not shown anybody the video as at that time. Okay. They've not even the security person that came to bear witness as at that time have not seen the video. Okay. As at that time. Okay. So they now referred us to crime, that we should go to crime.
So we went to crime. The man was not asking what happened. As I was explaining, initially I didn't explain. The man now said he cannot actually hear from one side. The other person has to come to actually give his own side of the story. And then the police officer said, when they said I fought him, then I said no, they should go and bring the man. Immediately his security man now called him, and they passed the phone to the IPO that was in charge of the case. And then the IPO was now talking to him on the phone and stepped out of the office where we were. And after some time he came back and said he wants to go and do investigation at the Honorable's house.
Okay, the IPO left you at the station.
At the station.
Which station was this?
Maitama police
station. So it happened within Maitama.
It happened within Maitama.
Okay, so the IPO left you at the station and went to the Honorable's
house.
Okay.
And then after they kept me there for over 2 hours, I was behind. I was at the counter. I was not detained though.
They kept you behind the counter.
They kept me behind the counter. And then after 2 hours plus, he came back. And then he was now like, why did I record the video?
Why did you now change
He was not trying to change the narrative. And I asked him, is there a part of the law that says I cannot record what somebody is doing to me? He was becoming a threat to me. And I had to take evidence so that people will know where I am.
By this time, was the honorable member there?
He wasn't there.
He was at home.
He was at home. So then I gave me a form to fill, to write my own statement as to what happened. As I was writing, the honorable I came. And then when he came, he started talking and he was shouting.
Even at the station?
Even at the station. He was
calling you names?
Calling me names. Like, I still kept mute and I was looking at him. So my colleagues were talking to him. Me, I've already had my own fair share of trauma from him. I don't want to actually have any engagement or any encounter with him. I just went to one corner and I sat down. And I was listening to everything he was saying. All the names he was calling me. You common boat driver, you're a poor man, you have pride in your poor, you have this, you have that. I kept mute. I said, so the problem you have now is a poor man cannot speak that I'm in Nigeria and I shouldn't be treated as a foreigner in this country. As I'm from Delta State and I cannot be treated, I cannot have you treat me like a foreigner in my country.
Now, when did you leave the station?
I left the station at about, I think some minutes to 3 or so.
Where's your car?
My car is still at the station.
So the police collected your car?
They collected my car.
And you left the station this morning?
Yeah, I left the station.
Was the honorable member detained?
He wasn't detained.
They let him go?
They let him go.
That's really, really sad. Now, I want to ask you a question. The woman that sent you that message, do you know her name?
I didn't know her name per se.
Do you know her business name?
I don't know her business name. It was a request. But I think I checked from my boat app. I think the last request that came in when I tried calling from the app, it was, I think, Gloria.
Gloria?
Yeah.
Because she said something in that video. She said something like, and do you know who he is? She was also supporting him. That's why I'm asking you that if you know who she is. Now, what did you go and deliver to him? What even really happened? Just give me a brief summary of what happened before that video.
Okay, before the video, I actually got a request on boat.
Okay.
Right? I was closing already because I needed to resume work this morning at 8:30. Okay. So I was closing at 9:10. I said, let me just quickly go home so that I can have enough rest. So I got this request to Maitama. I felt it was a normal request. And then she told me, no, that it's not a request, that I'm picking something up from a garden.
Okay.
Right? From a garden.
Which garden?
I don't know the name of the garden. She just described the garden that after Kado roundabout,
okay,
you will see one orange color container and then there's a garden beside it.
Okay.
So I just quickly went there, parked. The girl just came without wasting time, brought the package that it's a snail.
Snail?
Okay, snail, yeah. So she dropped it. It was the girl that brought it and dropped it on the seat. She understood that part.
Okay.
I was like, okay, there's no problem. I'm going. So on getting to the man's house, I called him. Okay, I'm at your gate. He now said, okay, I should give it to the security man. They gave it to the security man. The security man explained where the house address is. So I drove down to the house. On approaching, I called the man again. I said, Oga, I'm here. He now said, I'm not here. That if you're here, I will see you. So I drove. He now said I should park beside one car. When I parked beside the car, I saw him, but I didn't know he was the one. So I saw him seated a few meters away from my car. So I greeted, good evening, sir. He didn't respond. Good evening, sir. He didn't respond. So I presume he is not the one that I'm supposed to deliver this thing to. Okay. And since he didn't answer, the next thing is for me to call the person that has this package. The next thing I dialed the person's number and his phone rang. And then the next thing he was like, are you stupid? Are you mad? Are you a fool? Bring my stuff for me. I was not happy at the way he talked to me because I was doing my professional job, right? I was not happy. So I was like, okay, this thing you're saying to me, it has not gotten to it. Normally, I'm not even supposed to bring this thing to you. You are supposed to come and pick it yourself. Yeah. That was the only thing that got him angry. You are asking me to come to your car to pick my stuff? Are you okay? Do you know who you are talking to?
It's okay. I can see the anger on your face, don't worry. The truth is that Nigeria is for everybody. Nigeria is not for one person. If an honorable member will be treating people like this, then just imagine what the president is supposed to do. Now, I need to remind you, we are all clamoring for the youth to come to power. See this one now, youth. I always say something. The youth are looking for a better, they are not trying to make this country better, a lot of them. They want to get power to do worse than these people because they have a better way of hiding this evil than these old men in power. But nevertheless, the man does not have immunity. I just discovered that he's not a senator. So actually pursue this case. And I believe that the law will take its course. We'll go to, I've heard a lot of things about Maitama police station, which I'm not going to say, but I believe in the new commissioner of police that have been moved here, commissioner of police Disu. So this case will be reported to him directly, and I believe that the law will take its course. So don't worry. You said you're not feeling well.
I'm not feeling well. He hit me on my chest severally. He was just hitting me on my chest, and I stayed mute. I was looking at him. So when he was becoming much of a threat to me, initially I did not record because I didn't go there with intention of fighting. If I went there with another motive, I would start recording from the very beginning. It was when he was becoming a threat, when he said he would pay 50 million naira and then they would delete me, and look at me, this cheat. He was just calling me all sorts of names.
You pay 50 million and they will delete you.
He will pay 50 million naira to somebody, to people, and then they will kill me and nobody will say anything. And when I noticed he was actually, this thing is becoming what I never expected, I quickly brought out my phone
and you recorded.
And I started recording.
Don't worry, we'll go and write a petition and we'll take it on.
Nigeria Police Force has dismissed and arraigned before magistrate court in Enugu State Inspector Ozorwanji Joseph, who allegedly shot dead a popular Ogene musician, Chikezi Okezi Anwamba aka Ibuja, at the premises of the State Anti-Cult Police Command headquarters on Friday after the musician and his group members had entertained the police officers. The killing of Ibuja has since sparked protests in Enugu State, with the Prime Minister of Biafra government in exile, Simon Ekpa, declaring Tuesday, October 29, 2024 as sit-at-home day only in the state to protest the killing of the young musician. But Enugu State government has dismissed Simon Ekpa's call for the sit-at-home protest, urging members of the public to go about their normal businesses on Tuesday since the suspected killer police officer has been identified, arrested, and is currently undergoing trial. The police authority in Enugu State, in a press release on Monday, said, the Enugu State Police Command informs the public that the orderly room trial of Police Inspector Ozorwanji Joseph, implicated in the murder of Ogene musician Chikezi Okezi Anwamba, has been concluded. The inspector was found culpable and received the maximum penalty of dismissal, followed by court prosecution in line with the Police Act and Regulations 2020. Accordingly, the Assistant Inspector General of Police, Zone 13, covering Anambra and Enugu State's commands, approved the orderly trial recommendations to dismiss and prosecute the inspector in court. Hence, he has been dismissed from the Nigeria Police Force and was today, October 28, 2024, arraigned at the Enugu East Magistrate Court for the offense of murder. The Chief Magistrate ordered the remand of the former officer in the Enugu Correctional Custodial Center and the transmission of the case file to the Attorney General of Enugu State for further judicial action. The trial was adjourned to November 12, 2024. The Commissioner of Police, CP Kanayo Uzwebu, once again, extends his condolences to the family, friends, and associates of the deceased, expressing gratitude to the government, people of Enugu State, and the public for their support throughout the case. CP Kanayo re-emphasized that the Nigeria Police Force remains a disciplined government agency, assuring that under his leadership, the command will continue to hold all erring officers accountable for their actions, the police command spokesperson, Daniel Ndukwe, stated. The Enugu State Police Command had earlier announced the arrest and detention of the police inspector serving in the anti-cultism tactical squad of the command for alleged murder of a male traditional Ogene musician, Okezi Mba, popularly known as Ibuja. The command spokesperson DSP Daniel Ndukwe, in a statement made available on Saturday morning, said that the incident occurred around 8:10 p.m. on Friday, October 25, 2024, at the tactical squad's headquarters when the victim was leaving the squad's headquarters after a friendly visit. Meanwhile, the Enugu state government has dismissed as mischievous the illegal sit-at-home declared by some faceless non-state actors for Tuesday, October 29, 2024, over the unfortunate death of the popular Ogene musician, Okezi Mba aka Igbo. According to the state government, those behind the illegal order are criminals and opportunists who do not mean well for the Ndi Enugu and Ndi Igbo at large. While assuring the people that the state government and security agencies had already taken decisive action that would ensure that anyone found culpable in the unfortunate death of the musician is severely punished, it described the sponsors and promoters of sit-at-home as enemies of Enugu state and the Igbo nation. Following the killing of the musician, the Commissioner of Police, Enugu State has approved the redeployment of the Special Team Commander to pave way for more investigation into the activities of the police squad based on series of allegations from members of the public against the head of the police tactical squad. In a statement on Sunday, the police said, following the tragic and unwarranted shooting and killing of Enugu-based Ogene musician, Chikezi Okezi Anwamba, Mel, aka Igbo, the Enugu State Command's Criminal Investigation Department, state said, has concluded its investigation into the incident. Consequently, the orderly room trial of the implicated police inspector, Ozomaji Joseph, has commenced. This trial will facilitate the next course of action in accordance with the Nigeria Police Force's disciplinary procedures. The Commissioner of Police, CP Kanayo Uzwebu, has ordered the immediate redeployment of the officer in charge of the tactical squad, SP Ekelem Chido, to allow for a comprehensive review of the squad's operations. CP Kanayo reaffirms his commitment to ensuring that justice is done in the case and maintaining the highest standards of professionalism among all police officers in the state. He calls on the citizenry to continue to keep the faith and support the police, especially in bringing this case to a justifiable conclusion. DSP Daniel Ndukwe, Police Public. Philadelphia government has sued world richest man, Elon Musk, over his $1 million daily giveaway for randomly selected registered voters who support his pro-Donald Trump American Political Action Committee (PAC) petition for envisaged constitution in the United States of America, USA. The Philadelphia District Attorney in the lawsuit described the action of Elon Musk as unlawful. The lawsuit drew public attention on Monday, same day the 10th winner of the $1 million daily giveaway for registered voters who supported the PAC constitution was announced in Michigan. Philadelphia District Attorney sued both Elon Musk and his PAC on Monday over the billionaire's controversial $1 million registered voter giveaway. The lawsuit, according to the Philadelphia District Attorney, Larry Krasner, claimed Musk and his America PAC are running an illegal lottery in Philadelphia, as well as throughout Pennsylvania. Musk announced the 8th winner of his Super PA6 $1 million prize in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, on Saturday and continued offering the money to a registered swing state voter who has signed his petition. He said participants are not required to vote, but the online petition form says one has to be a registered voter to be eligible. We're trying to get attention for this very important petition to support the Constitution. And it's like, if we, we need the right to free speech, we need the right to bear arms, Musk said at the rally. So we're going to be giving out $1 million every day through November 5th, he continued. And also, all you have to do is sign the petition in support of the First and Second Amendment. That's it. You don't even have to vote. It'd be nice if you voted, but you don't have to. And then just basically sign something you already believe in, and you get a test to win $1 million every day from now through the election. Elon Musk personally presented Jude from Pennsylvania with $1 million check for signing the PAC petition to support the Constitution during the weekend. American federal law is against anyone who pays or offers to pay or accepts payment either for registration to vote or for voting. The penalty is a fine of no more than $10,000 or a prison sentence as long as 5 years, according to reports from news networks based in America. ABC reported that, when asked for comment, a representative for America PAC pointed ABC News to a post on X announcing Monday's $1 million giveaway winner, which was published after news of the lawsuit broke. The winner on Monday was from Michigan, according to the post. The person added it is fair too. In fair, the PAC plans to continue handing out the $1 million checks. The Department of Justice sent a letter to Musk last week warning him the giveaway may violate federal law, a source familiar with the matter confirmed to ABC News. The letter from the Election Crimes Branch of the DOJ's Public Integrity Section was sent to Musk's PAC, the source said. We had earlier in the month reported that Elon Musk, South Africa-born Forbes certified world richest man, who is a citizen of United States, U.S. by registration, is no doubt one of the major centers of discussion in the forthcoming USA presidential election, which during the weekend, he reiterated his pledge of daily giveaway of $1 million to randomly selected voters who sign a petition to support the Constitution launched by his pro-Donald Trump America Political Action Committee, PAC. The 53-year-old native of Pretoria in South Africa who relocated to Canada in the North America continent in 1988 before becoming USA citizen in 2002, said and reiterated on Monday in a tweet on his X social media platform that the forthcoming presidential election in the US is the most important election in our lifetime. During the weekend at Pennsylvania, Elon Musk, who obtained both Bachelor of Arts and Science degrees from the University of Pennsylvania, said he hates politics. He's not a politician, he's a technologist, but he's sorry that he needed to take a stand in this year 2024 US presidential election. He stated, and in quote, "We have an issue of apathy. Some people think their vote doesn't count and for whatever reason they have not registered to vote. It's important to get out there and explain the importance of this election and how democracy is on the line. This is the most important election in your lifetime. If there's any election where you ever vote, it should be this one. I hate politics. I don't want to be in politics. I'm a technologist. I build rockets and cars. I derive joy from seeing people enjoy the products that my companies make. But the stakes are so high that I had no choice but to take a stand." Elon Musk had, in an interview with Jordan Peterson in July 2024, said America needs a strong leader, referring to Donald Trump. America needs a strong leader, where you have the perception of strength. You have to admire that Trump, after getting shot, with blood streaming down his face, it could have been a second shooter. Who knows, nonetheless, with fist pumping, fight after being shot. I mean, he's brave, he has courage. This is instinctual courage. It's not calculated. It's not some arranged event. You see true courage in the moment. And you want a leader who's going to deal with some very, very tough cookies out there. Who's going to deal with a Putin or Kim Jong-un or China. They will think twice about messing with Trump. They'll think twice. I think they will be intimidated by a guy who was fist pumping after getting shot. Meanwhile, Elon Musk came under scrutiny after he had pledged to award $1 million every day until Election Day in the United States on November 5th to randomly selected registered voters who signed a petition to support the Constitution launched by his pro-Donald Trump America Political Action Committee, PAC. Musk announced the giveaway on Saturday at an America PAC-hosted rally in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Many are seeing monetary action of Elon Musk during the election processes as a calculated attempt to use monetary influence to win voters' support for Donald Trump, just as legal experts are scrutinizing the scheme, as well as Pennsylvania's Democratic Governor, Josh Shapiro, who on Sunday asked law enforcement agents to launch an investigation into potential election interference with Elon Musk's daily giveaway program. Tesla CEO and ex-owner Elon Musk, who supports Donald Trump, appears on stage during an America Park town hall in Folsom, Pennsylvania, on October 17, 2024, explaining his stand in this year's U.S. election, reiterating that from October 17 to November 5, he will give $1 million to a randomly selected winner each day if he or she is a registered voter. He or she is from one of the following swing states: Pennsylvania, Georgia, Nevada, Arizona, Michigan, Wisconsin, or North Carolina. He or she has signed an online petition created by America Park. Musk is the founder and the CEO of the electric car company Tesla and rocket producer SpaceX, and owns the social media network X. He has a net worth of $274.4 billion, according to Forbes' real-time billionaires listing. According to Al Jazeera, Musk has repeatedly called the petition one that upholds the U.S. Constitution. More precisely, the petition on a webpage belonging to the America Park website says, "The First and Second Amendments guarantee freedom of speech and the right to bear arms. By signing below, I am pledging my support for the First and Second Amendments." The webpage states, "Earn 1 million inches in big, bold letters, flanked by 2 money bag emojis. Individuals who sign are supposed to enter their first name, last name, email address and cell phone number. Next to the cell phone number field in the form, a note says the number is required only to confirm that the petition signee is a legitimate voter and no other purpose. Our goal is to get 1 million registered voters in swing states to sign in support of the Constitution," the website added. On Friday, the day before the giveaway announcement, the Reuters news agency reported that Abuwatseya Macmillan, who canvassed for America Park in Wisconsin, said field organizers had reported they were missing their daily goals in terms of enlisting voters and were expecting to fall short of their ultimate goal of contacting 450,000 voters by Election Day. In Pennsylvania, each registered voter who signs the petition will automatically receive $100 as compensation, and an additional $100 is paid for each person who signs upon their referral. In other swing states, individuals will get $47 per successful referral. The date the petition was created and the number of signatures amassed so far were not visible on the America Park webpage. Parks raise and spend money to advocate for or against a candidate in an election. Musk formed America Park in May to support former President Trump's election bid this year. On October 16th, it was reported that Musk had poured $75 million over 3 months into America Park, Al Jazeera stated. For years, according to close watchers,
bringing you the news in a more digital way.